Hi, I'm Post Time Skip Sam, and welcome to my reaction to the One Piece fan letter. A lot of you have mentioned that I should definitely check this out. This has been on my to-do list for actually taking the time to watch the One Piece fan letter. This is directed by what I'm hearing is one of the goats of the One Piece anime, as she has been doing some of the best episodes of One Piece. And so anytime people see her name, they're like, you have to go watch this episode. It is Megumi Ishitani. So I'm very excited to see, and I know a little bit about what fan letter is. It's a perspective of civilians looking at the One Piece world, which is such a fantastic perspective that we don't ever get to see in One Piece. So I'm tremendously excited to see what that truly is and what that truly means. So let's go ahead and dive into the One Piece fan letter. Damn, dude, already starting off with fantastic animation already. Ooh, Boa looking, oh my god. We haven't seen these characters look this good, right? That's cute. One Piece fan letter. You're a special pirate. That's cute. And I love how she looks like Nami as well. Frankie. Oh my god. Yes, Polly. Oh my goodness. This is so funny. Oh my god. The big old moe anime eyes for him are so funny. Damn. How rude. What the hell? Slap this dude. Get a big old slap. What the hell was that? See, these are the kind of Marines we know. We see these kind of Marines. Usopp! Dude, so sick. Oh my god, this is just the fan base! Arguing over who's the greatest swordsman. That's incredible. Oh my god, Zoro's just there. And then the Zoro fan is not happy about any of it. Oh my god. This is okay. This is the best moment because it's just this great encompassing of power scalars, and I love it so much. Oh, this is so good. I don't like my brother. Oh, that's it. Okay, that's him. Uh-oh. Aww. Oh. Oh, getting chills. And that's why Luffy became his favorite, because of how much he cares about his brother. But the fact that he was about to walk away is wild. Crocodile showing up here. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, I love that they're there. Oh my god. Dude, oh, then the color gets resumed in the area. So cool. There it is. Oh, this dude. What the hell? Nami better show up and beat this dude.
路傍の石に出る幕などない。
会いに行くこともできなくて、船が沈むのを見ているだけで、たった一通の手紙すら渡せない。
Hell yeah. I love that she got serious and she put on the glasses. Aww. This is so cute. Oh. She gets to see him set sail. Oh. Oh, that's so cute. Come on, Nami, look at her. Oh, that's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Wow. What a God, dude. I'm like my eyes are watering. It is. Is this a Straw Hat Crew singing? This is cute. Yeah, huge props. All the animators, everything, absolutely incredible, dude. The animation was absolutely gorgeous. Oh my god. So when Chopper goes up to the crew he thinks is like the Straw Hats, that's so funny. They're showing clips, which I believe would be from the anime, of the actual Straw Hats perspective. Are all these characters actually just NPCs that they pulled from the original anime, and were like, oh, we're gonna make a story about this character. We're gonna make a story about this character, because that would be pretty cool. Aww, dude, that's fantastic. All right, so that is it for the One Piece fan letter. First off, I really love this perspective that we got of a variety of different characters. Originally, I thought it was just like the perspective of this character, and then I did hear that there was also some perspectives about the Marines. And this is absolutely fantastic. I am definitely not someone who is the biggest fan of filler episodes in anime, because I feel that I really enjoy listening to the original author's like vision of how they want the story to be, and it's up to the anime to not only fulfill the original story, but also improve it with the voices, animation, music, sound effects, all of these things. But at the same time, I don't want them to mess up the core writing and the core message that was in the manga. And in filler, it's not the original author like writing it, it's someone else to like extend out the anime episodes until the author is able to write more, or until the animators are able to work on the more canon material. What I love so much about fan letter is that yes, it is not written by Oda, but this does not need to be written by Oda, because we're not looking through the perspective of our main characters. We're looking through the perspective of people in this world. And this is a perspective that we don't ever get to see. Sure, we do see some moments where if Luffy does something crazy, we do see reaction shots of civilians and other people being affected by those. However, the way fan letter presents this is how the Straw Hats have changed the lives of people. And setting it in the Marineford is just such a fantastic way to like express this. I cared, like, in these 24 minutes, I cared about each of these characters, whether it be the girl who's just a huge fan of Nami. She is just such a wonderful character to like just follow. It's great because they kind of capture a lot of the different aspects of the One Piece community. Many of us who are watching or reading One Piece can relate to her. We have a favorite character that we adore so much, a character who has changed our lives in our perspective in a very similar way to how Nami has changed this character's life. It's something that immediately, as soon as you see that, I'm just like, I'm already like on the verge of tearing up, because I can think of the many times, whether it be in One Piece, whether it be in other animes and other videos and any media, where I just connect to a character to a point where they have helped me in some way. And seeing this character having this love of Nami and wanting to give her letter to just tell her just how much she meant to her, it's so beautiful. And seeing this character grow, right? She has the moments where she's trying to act like Nami, right? She is trying to do Nami things, which is just so funny. But as we see her progress further and further through this story, not only do we see a lot of Nami in her, but we see how powerful she really is, you know, and how much that Nami has changed her to the point where she was willing to risk her life to go through all of these chaos, all of this mess, to finally want to just give Nami her letter. And at the end of the day, she doesn't end up giving Nami her letter, but she's okay with that because she saved Nami much like Nami saved her. And it's absolutely beautiful. Such a wonderful, wonderful story. And she's not the only character they talk about. The brothers is, when I originally heard about fan letter, look, I follow the One Piece manga community, and obviously when the fan letter came out, the One Piece manga community we're all talking about the fan letter. And there were glimpses and moments where I heard that, like, oh, it focuses on different perspective, and one of the perspectives was like a group of Marine brothers. When I heard that, I was like, oh, okay, these are really tight-knit, close brothers. But that's not how this story is. This is a story about a younger brother who is constantly cracking jokes, who is constantly making fun of his older brother, and It's the older brother having this resentment of just like, I don't like you. And it's this moment where it's like, oh, I didn't realize that they just had this uneasy relationship. But at the end of the day, it's something that he actually does care a lot for his brother. In the beginning, we do see, you know, them in Marineford and how the younger brother is kind of like saying, hey, be smarter. Why did you get stuck up there in the ice thing? And you see this like resentment from his older brother, right? Which also, the dynamic is very interesting because originally the way the dialogue feels, the blonde hair guy feels like the older brother, the black hair guy feels like the younger, but it's actually like flipped, which is a very unique way of writing it. What I love so much is that when we get to the bar scene, we quickly learn that the younger brother is making fun of the older brother of like I can't believe you like Straw Hat Luffy. That is so dumb. Like, you're an idiot. And we kind of see him going like, I hate my brother, right? I don't like him. All these things. And when we see the flashback of why he loves Luffy, it's one of the most heart-wrenching moments because he was about to walk away from his brother. Despite this moment where his brother is in desperate need, calling out to him, something that his younger brother probably has never done before. His younger brother probably never has called out his name asking him for help. This is the first time he's probably ever heard this. And this guy decides to walk away. And then he hears Luffy screaming at the top of his lungs, and it changed him. It made him realize that there's this Luffy is going to risk his entire life to save his brother. And that catalyst is what convinces this man to go and save his brother. And it's so beautiful to kind of see that of his brother really just risking life. And then we see them fighting together to survive Marineford. And it's just, I'm getting choked up again because to me, this is a fan letter not just for the sake of the Nami fan sending a letter to Nami, but it's a fan letter for us who have been changed by One Piece in some way and would love to get the opportunity to express that in somehow. It's kind of the reason why I like reacting to One Piece and making videos about One Piece, because like One Piece is something that has changed my life, and it's something that I care deeply about sharing with so many people. And that's my light. So it's something that I just greatly appreciate about this, is because this is it is a way to express how we have felt about One Piece. And this letter, this love letter to One Piece that we might not be able to express, but to have this animation really capture how much we care about One Piece, how much One Piece has changed our lives. It's so special. It's so amazing. And like I said, this isn't the other perspective we get. The other thing is that we get the perspective of this person running the library, and it's like a bookstore and a music store. Either way, I love that we get this perspective of her, because despite her, she does look like a main character, right? When I saw her in the anime, I was like, okay, this is probably another perspective, because she looks so damn hot and she looks like she is so unique from the rest of the side characters, you know? But to have her story not come into fruition until at the very end, where we realize that, oh no, she's a big fan of Brook. And I'll be honest, when I watched this for the first time, I didn't notice any of the Brook posters and Brook things on the walls. I didn't even realize that she was reading a Brook magazine, because I was so focused on paying attention to the subtitles, paying attention to all the other stuff. But then to see that, no, despite her not being excited and jumping at the thought that like, oh, the Straw Hats are here, because as the kids mention in this, they're like, hey, did you know that Soul King is Brook and they're about to be here? And then she's like, wait a minute, hold on a second, I gotta go. Like, it's just this awesome moment where we're just seeing all these perspectives of different ways that people and the Straw Hats have affected all of our lives in some way. And even this goofy moment where we have like the commander here, where is he? Where we have the commander here who's just like the biggest fan of Chopper, and he thinks that Chopper is super adorable, to one of my favorite moments, which is just the group of power scalers. I'm sure you have seen, whether it be for One Piece or from any other anime, like a group of people from different creators coming together and chatting about their favorite anime. You know, the One Piece manga community is so tight knit that you will often see like them setting up group chats and make group videos where they talk about the power scalings in One Piece. And so looking at this and seeing that being perfectly resembled in One Piece is so awesome, because we have like the Zoro fans, the Mihawk fans. So, you know, I love that everyone just makes fun of Sanji, which is so funny. And then having Sanji show up and he's like, hey, you guys been talking about Zoro, like what about me? And then they're just like, they all just crack up laughing of like, you're not even part of the conversation. This perfectly represents the One Piece community in so many different ways. This is just an absolutely fantastic love letter to One Piece, and I am so grateful and thankful that all of you have recommended this to me to watch. Even as someone who had plans to watch it at some point, I never expected anything like this before, and so I am tremendously happy that I got a chance to watch the One Piece fan letter. As much as I would love to have more episodes of the One Piece fan letter, as I would love to see different perspectives on the crazy events that happen in One Piece, at the same time, I don't know how you can do this kind of episode again, because this captured everything about the One Piece community. Everything that I love about One Piece. You know, to make another episode like this I would feel might diminish those feelings. Maybe we see different perspectives of different ways people feel about, you know, One Piece. You know, we only got about like 3 or 4 different perspectives. So I'm very curious what else that we can do. And who knows, maybe we can just get an episode where we see different perspectives. You know, it doesn't have to be so emotionally tied into how we all feel about One Piece. But that's it from me. Thank you all so much for taking the time to watch me react and break down the One Piece fan letter. Come back in a week. I'm going to be releasing my One Piece reaction to every single ending. And if you liked this style of video where I not only reacted to but broke down the video, you're definitely going to enjoy my ending videos where I react to all the endings of the anime, because we're going to do it in the same way. So I will see you next time. Thank you all for watching. Goodbye now. Bye.